The Mammotion Luba 2. The iMower has arrived and it's pretty ridiculously good. Forget everything you know about robot lawnmowers. I was skeptical too. I realized it was time for me to upgrade to a robotic lawnmower when I discovered the ridiculously easy setup, no need to bury any wires, and the location tracking is insanely accurate. The Luba arrives neatly packaged. Upon delivery, you only need to install two components, the vision module and the front bumper. After that, simply insert the security key and you're all set to let Luba take over your lawn care. One of my favorite things about it, it's mowing the lawn right now. You can't hear it. I can barely hear it. First things first, let's find a sweet spot for your RTK reference station. Choose a location with a clear sky view, no trees or overhangs. But it works pretty well even if it's just a little blocked, in my experience. The charging station is also right there, so Luba always finds its way back and charges itself. You have to place the charging station on flat, stable ground. You do have to make sure there are no obstacles around the charging station. Luba needs a little bit of space to figure out exactly where it is and back in properly. The first time you use it, place Luba just a few feet in front of the charging station, then you hit the power on button and it finds its way right back home. There are three different types of areas to know about with Luba. We've got areas, we've got no-go zones, and channels. Task areas are the main areas you want Luba to mow. You define exactly where they are in the Mammotion app. Setting up task areas is as easy as driving Luba around the perimeter of your lawn, like an RC car using your phone. It's kind of like a game and it's actually kind of fun. Next, we have no-go zones. These are the areas where Luba is strictly forbidden to go. Flower beds, sandbox for the kids, delicate garden gnomes. Mark these as no-go zones in the app. It's a great feature for keeping your plants in good shape and your Luba out of trouble. Next, we have channels. Channels are essential for lawns that are segmented or have task areas that aren't directly connected. Channels tell Luba how to travel safely from one task area to another without getting lost or stuck. I put an extra pathway from my front yard right in front of the garage and then over to the backyard so Luba can take a quick trip that way without trying to cut across the middle of the driveway where it could get stuck under a car and get run over. Which Luba should I buy? Well, there are four main Luba models that come in two different variations. There's a standard one with a cutting height of 1 to 2.7 inches, and there are H models with a cutting height of 2.2 to 4 inches. And for those of you who, like me, didn't know which one to choose, if you live in the north, you're gonna wanna choose the H model because northern grass likes to be cut higher. Let's talk about speed. Luba 2 operates at an optimal speed that balances efficient mowing with careful navigation. The exact speed it goes is totally up to you. You can set it up in the app, and there are a range of speeds to choose from. This lets you complete your mow without compromising on the quality of the cut or the safety of Luba's surroundings. The all-wheel drive system allows it to handle uneven terrain and obstacles quickly and efficiently, ensuring consistent lawn maintenance across your entire yard. What about turning? Well, Luba 2 has a sophisticated turning mechanism that allows it to navigate tight spaces and corners with ease. This is particularly beneficial for lawns with intricate layouts or lots of little garden features. And although they don't explicitly say that it's a zero-turn lawnmower, Luba's advanced maneuvering features really make it act like one. It can make really sharp turns and adjust its path to work around pretty much any obstacle. The reason I chose to buy Luba and not a more expensive robot lawnmower is that it can handle ridiculously steep slopes, up to 38.6 degrees, which makes it perfect for lawns like mine with lots of hills and elevation changes. And around the edges, Luba can handle a maximum slope of 45% or 24 degrees, which means that the edges of your lawn will always be neatly trimmed, just like the flat sections. The weight of Luba aids in its stability on slopes. It's solid, but you can pick it up. It prevents it from tipping over while navigating around those hills or inclined planes, as the scientists might say. Luba 2 also has awesome safety features built in. Automatic sensors prompt Luba 2 to alter its course when it detects a steep drop-off or a big obstacle, ensuring both the safety of the device and the surrounding environment and your pets. And maybe my favorite part of the Luba 2, and this was totally unexpected for me, is the noise level. The Luba 2 operates at a noise level around 60 decibels, which is ridiculously quiet for lawnmowers. To put this into perspective, it's about as loud as a normal conversation. But in my experience, it's actually a little bit quieter than that, which makes it less disruptive to your household and the neighborhood. As I'm recording this video and Luba is mowing the lawn in the background, I can hear the sound of other lawnmowers over my own. This low noise output is especially advantageous for people who prefer running your mower during the early morning or even at night. And there's another mind-blowing feature. The other day, I cut my front yard in the middle of the night. While Luba 2 doesn't specifically feature built-in lights for nighttime operation, it doesn't need them. And its low noise level makes it suitable for use during quiet evening hours without causing disturbances. The app doesn't specify enhanced nighttime visibility features per se, but it worked perfectly for me. I was kind of surprised, and then when I woke up in the morning, it said that it had completed the job around 2:15 a.m. and returned to its charging station. I love the Luba 2's auto recharge feature. When the battery gets low, around 15%, Luba 2 automatically returns to its charging station to recharge, ensuring it's ready for its next scheduled mowing session without manual intervention. And if it's in the middle of a job and starts to run out of battery, it just goes back, recharges, comes back, and finishes the job. It's also equipped with rain sensors that detect adverse weather conditions. If rain is detected, the mower will return to its charging station to prevent damage and inefficient mowing, resuming only when conditions improve. Let's talk about the app. The Mammotion app is your command center for everything related to Luba 2. The app not only allows you to monitor Luba's mowing, but also to control and adjust its settings on the go. One of my favorite parts of the app is that you can monitor Luba 2's progress and status directly through the Mammotion app. It provides real-time updates on the mower's location, battery status, and mowing progress, ensuring that you're always informed about the state of your lawn maintenance. It even has a first-person view mode. Whether you're at home or away, you can ensure your lawn is being cared for exactly how you like it. The app's manual control feature lets you drive it around like an RC car. I had to go in and manually mow around the charging station before Luba found its way home. I actually had a little error when I set it up for the first time. Turns out I just needed to update the firmware and restart the app. But then it worked perfectly. And it handled the foot-long grass like a champ. And that's one of the things you'll find about Luba. If you've let your grass grow to a ridiculously long length, like I did because I'm lazy, Luba might not get it perfect the very first time, but then you just run it again, and you get a front yard that looks like mine right now. In the app, you can schedule tasks, which are specific times and days for Luba to mow, making your lawn maintenance really automatic. We chose to cut our front yard and our backyard every 3 days. But the side yards, where we're kind of just doing the neighbors a favor, we're gonna do those every 6 days. It's super easy to define and adjust the areas where Luba should mow and the zones it should avoid. Another awesome feature in the app is that you can increase or decrease Luba's sensitivity to obstacles, which ensures smooth operation in cluttered or dynamic environments. And now it's starting to rain, so we're gonna go over there. How does Luba know exactly where it is? The RTK, or Real-Time Kinematic System, in the Luba 2 is an advanced positioning technology that greatly enhances the precision of GPS data by using a fixed base station and a mobile receiver. In this case, the mobile receiver is the Luba 2 lawnmower. The key to RTK's precision is its ability to correct errors that typically affect GPS signals, such as atmospheric interference or obstructions like trees and buildings. The base station calculates these errors in real time and sends corrections to the mobile receiver on the Luba 2. Luba 2, equipped with its RTK receiver, uses these calculations to find its exact position with an accuracy of up to 2 to 5 centimeters. This precision allows for extremely accurate and consistent mowing paths, even in complex layouts. And it doesn't seem to drive off any cliffs, in my experience. Luba 2 doesn't rely solely on the traditional GPS systems used by other robot lawnmowers. It also uses Baidu, GLONASS, and Galileo, which is the EU's GPS system. No matter where you are on the planet with this thing, it's gonna cut your lawn well. Luba 2 uses a combination of sensors to maintain its location accuracy even if the satellite signal is temporarily lost, like if it's under heavy tree cover or near tall buildings or the side of your house. Its 3D vision helps in detecting and navigating around obstacles in real time, providing an additional layer of precision and safety. Why all this emphasis on RTK and GPS and knowing exactly where it is down to the centimeter? Well, there's no wires to bury here. So without it, Luba wouldn't know where to start and stop. But in my experience, and I have kind of a complex lawn, Luba is perfect. It always knows where it is. I can always see it in the app. It just works. The high accuracy of RTK also ensures that Luba 2 follows the mowing paths that you define in its system without deviation, so you end up with uniformly cut grass every time. Accurate positioning also reduces overlap and unnecessary remowing, saving time and battery life, especially compared to other robot lawnmowers. The Luba 2 is designed with durability and resilience in mind. We talk about IP ratings a lot with phones. Well, the mower itself and the charging station are rated IPX6, meaning they can handle heavy splashing and rain without any ingress of water that could cause damage. This rating means that Luba 2 can continue to operate smoothly during unexpected rain showers. Additionally, Luba 2 has rain sensors that detect precipitation. If it starts to rain, Luba automatically returns to its charging station to wait out the bad weather. This is a proactive feature. It helps prevent wear and tear from harsh conditions and keeps the mower running smoothly. You just bought the coolest thing in your neighborhood. People are coming up to you, they're envious. You're wondering, can someone steal it? Well, Luba 2 is definitely a desirable piece of technology. Mammotion has thought ahead about potential lawn bot lifters. Here's how your Luba keeps itself safe. The moment someone lifts your Luba without your say-so, an alarm blares. Every Luba 2 comes equipped with GPS tracking, which also means you can locate it through the app on your phone. If Luba decides to go on an unexpected journey with someone else, you'll be able to track its every move. For those of you who choose to install a 4G SIM card in addition to its Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, RTK, and other capabilities, real-time tracking becomes even more precise, and it's not then dependent upon a Wi-Fi signal. But in my experience, and I had a 4G LTE SIM card laying around because I'm a nerd, it doesn't really make a difference whether you put one in or not, so I would just say, don't worry about the 4G thing. The only reason to buy a 4G SIM card and put it in your Luba is to prevent people from stealing it so that you can track it if it disappears. It doesn't really make a difference in terms of its ability to know where it is and cut your lawn. Each Luba 2 is also securely paired with its owner's app, meaning it won't just obey random commands from any smartphone. Only the devices it recognizes as its Luba family can tell it what to do. You can attach an AirTag or similar tracking device so that if someone manages to bypass all the other security features, this third-party tracker kicks in as yet another backup. What about maintenance? It's a good idea to regularly clean your Luba to remove grass clippings, dirt, and other debris. It can be done just with a soft brush or a cloth. Also, it's a good idea to routinely inspect it for wear or damage, especially around the blades, wheels, and chassis. Replacing the blades on your Luba 2 is a straightforward process that you can do at home with minimal tools. It's super easy. Just ensure that the Luba is turned off and disconnected from any power source. Then flip Luba 2 on its underside, place it on a soft surface or a mat to avoid scratching it, and remove the old blades, which are held in place just by screws. Luba is amazing. It's changed my life. Is it perfect? Maybe not 100% perfect. I wish it could connect to more than one phone at a time or have better multi-user control. Also, it could be a little bit more cautious. Sometimes Luba feels like a small child that wants to prove to you that it can do pretty much anything, so it gets itself into a little bit of trouble. It never falls down the cliff or down the ravine, but it can get stuck the first time. So the first time it cuts your lawn, it's a good idea to babysit it. Make sure it doesn't drive itself into a ditch. But it's also better than they say in a lot of ways. The RTK system, they say you really have to put it on your roof or whatever. I just put it in the backyard a little bit away from my house next to the deck. It's perfect. The Luba, even though it's on the other side of the house, maintains a perfect connection to it. You will now be the cool neighbors, but dogs may bark at it as they walk by, especially small little yappy dogs. If you're like me and let your backyard grass grow to more than a foot long, Luba is going to take 2 times for it to come out perfect. The first run, you'll end up with some patchy spots. Is Luba worth the money? Absolutely. It makes your life easier, it works perfectly in your lawn, the lawn ends up looking amazing. And that really is the other most important thing. Does my lawn look better than all the neighbors? Yes. Did my lawn look worse than all the other neighbors beforehand? Yes. Luba 2 is a life changer. You should go and get one and try it for yourself. There is really no reason not to.